Okay, so let's look at the rest of the pickup location resources. So right now we've done is the post, so add location, update, and user get your location by user, which is paginated here. So right now what we left is basically there's a delete location and get one location details. So for delete it will be quite straightforward. So if you start from the repository side, the location store side, okay. So if for the delete operation, normally you can just leave the return as void. Okay. So you write a delete location ID. So same thing again, get connection from the connections storage here, try and catch. Okay. And then because we have a parameter, so we'll start with a pivot statement. And then you enter your SQL command for delete. So delete is one of the most straightforward methods you can use here for removing data. So we're only concerned with removing one location. So we can just do it where ID is equal to question mark. So the question mark allows you to set the value. So here the value in the set will be ID, which is actually an integer. Just use a parameter for that. And then to execute, just run an execute statement. So because it's not a query, you don't need to process any result set. You can just do an execute and it'll run. So once you're done at the data at the repository level, you can go back to the service sun and create a method for removing it. So here's a very simple delete. We're not checking whether the user can delete this method or not yet. So it's just straightforward, or checking whether the thing exists. So under the pickup location resource, okay, just straight away do pass this method through. Yep. Okay. So if you want to check or validate things like whether the ID exists or not, you can also do the checking in the service level under the pickup location service. So here you can try to do a get by ID or check if the ID of this location exists. If it exists, then do delete. Otherwise, you can return a false. So this is to handle a situation whereby perhaps the location was already deleted and there was some latency in the app and the user tried to delete again. So how do you respond to that situation? Last method will be get pickup location by ID. So it will be similar to how you get user by ID as well. So let's start from the bottom up. So in the pickup location store, all you need is one more method for retrieving by ID. So here's a pickup location model. We'll get so same thing, declare the variable up in the first line, return it at the end. Then do your try and catch after you get your connection first. Here you will still need a prepared statement because you'll be providing a parameter. So it should be a select star from user pickup location where ID is equal to question mark, and then set the integer using the ID. So since this is a query, you're gonna get a data, so you use a result set. So execute query, and then to extract the data from there, make sure you do a next. So next is true. Okay, so you can set instance of location. So here, this point will be very much just retrieving, doing the get and stuff like that. If you're lazy, then you can just do this. Yeah, because you'll be repeating a fair bit of the code all around the place. So it's very easy to just copy and paste stuff and then use it here. So I'll go back to the resources under the pickup location. So here I'll have the model. So for my service, I'll do the get. Oh, sorry, not yet. Forgot this part, the service first. So here first, just return the store, get. So at this point, you can also do some checks like if the location exists or not. I'll go back to the resource. Here you can do it again. So in a situation where the location doesn't exist, you can choose to return either a 204 no content or a custom error message here. So if location happens to be null, you can do a check. So if it's not equal to null, then I return with the generate entity. Else, maybe I'll just return a different response status code. Okay, so this will be the get location by ID. Okay. We use this. So here I'll do pick locations 1. Doesn't exist. Let's see. Let me do a get all first. Check. Okay. wrong table. Okay, never mind. Let's go back. Nope. What did I call it? Oh, missing S. Okay, sure I got all this. Okay, so I was missing an S in the table name, that's why I couldn't retrieve. Something else. Okay. Okay, so what happened here? Message body not found for media type of the stream. Oh, okay. Remember to add in the producers. Okay. So it's assuming that was something else, so we had to specify that it's returning a JSON. Yeah. Okay. So that's fine. Okay. So now what you have is pickup location. You can add, update, delete, get for one, get by users with pagination. Okay. So with this, your Android app, you can do the user locations management already. Okay. Shall I give you a homework? Okay. Okay. Let me recall what I wanted to do the homework. Okay. So now we've done this. So next week is all about getting all the statistics. Yeah. Okay, so now your app can add user, register user, register user, update user profile, let the user set up the pickup locations, and the user can manage it. Next one will be about the taxi estimated waiting time and statistics. But for homework, your homework will be something to do with users. Okay, have you noticed that sometimes when you log in with too many failed attempts, like you enter a wrong password 3 times, the system will lock you out. Okay, so how do you do that? Okay. Okay, so for example, let's say the system is designed to lock you out after 3 failed attempts. Yeah, then someone goes into, not manually, but maybe a scheduled job will actually reset it after 30 minutes. Then you get access to it again. So how you implement this kind of stuff? So first of all, in your user table, okay, so you need to, in order to know that a person has failed 3 times, you need to know how many times a person failed logging in. And then when the person tries to come in again, you need to stop it until the next, maybe let's say a cooldown time of 30 minutes. So you need to know how many times the person failed. Number two, you need to know when was the last failed attempt. So if your policy is after the third failed attempt, the person can only log in after 30 minutes, you can use the information, you can use the last failed attempt to determine whether the next time the person try to log in again with the correct password, can the person be allowed to enter. Okay. So your homework will be to write the code to do this. Yes. It can be a new table. You can modify the user table also. You can add extra columns to, yes. So two key information you require. One will be the number of failed attempts, and the other one will be the date time the date and time when the person had the last failed attempt. Or the last login, some tables will store as the last login date. Yeah. But it can be different. Sometimes when I say last login date, you want to record only the successful login date. Okay, so maybe you have a separate column just to store the last time they failed to log in. Then you can maybe store the policy like 30 minutes is the cooldown time. So if the person do log in again and fail, okay, then you check if is it more than 30 minutes since the last fail. If it is and it's the username and password matches, then you let the person go through. So can you try that on your own? Okay. Okay, you will try. Very important that you try. Try, and then next week we'll go through the solution for that. Yeah. Okay. So next week we'll do the rest of the taxi estimated time and stats, and then finish off with authentication. Okay. Yeah. Any questions? Two? Okay, video upload. Yes, video will be uploaded. Okay. That's the source code will be uploaded as well.